Hey guys, how's it going today? So here. All right, let's do that. We are looking at given a scenario, implement secure protocols. Hello, Puppet. All right, let's see what we got going on. What's going on here too? Okay, nice. So, given a scenario, implement secure protocols. Let's get started with a few questions. What provides an automatic method for network address allocation? Once that's DHCP. Look at that. Two project managers are on the phone discussing plans for a new site. The call changes over to video as a way for one site manager to show a schematic on a wall, clear types of communication services, and determine which service the project managers are using. That sounds like video teleconferencing to me. Oh my goodness. So it's voice over internet protocol. Fine. Web server will utilize a directory protocol to enable users to authenticate with domain credentials. A certificate will be issued to the server to set up a secure tunnel. Which protocol is ideal for this situation? Web server uses a directory protocol. Thinking it's LDAPs. Look at that. A company recently implemented a secure socket layer, transport layer security version that supports secure hashing algorithm. 256 cipher. Compare and contrast the secure sockets layer, transport layer security versions, and determine which version deployed. Which version deployed? Yeah, 256. I want to say transport layer security 1.2. Because the version supports a secure hashing algorithm, 256 cipher. And so I think it's transport layer security, and it's a really high number. So that's why 1.2. Network time protocol. A Stratum one-time server obtains routine updated time to ensure accuracy. Words. Evaluate the network time protocol and conclude which device provided the updates. Atomic clock? Yeah, anything that deals with updating time to make sure it's accurate is going to an atomic clock. All right. In which of the following cases can transport layer security be used to provide encrypted communication to services? Select all that apply. The following cases, transport layers, which of the following cases? I want to say time synchronization and file transfer. Nope. Wrong. Consider the principles of web server hardening and determine which actions a system administrator should take when deploying a new server. Select all apply. Okay, so this is a new server, and what actions the system? Secure shell for uploading files. Secure guest account. User's device does not make a direct cable connection to the network. Instead, the connection occurs over through an intermediate network. Describe this type of connection. Well, it sounds like they're doing like a remote access. I'm gonna roll with remote access. Boom. Yeah. Learn. Unified communications. Two project managers are on the phone discussing plans for a new site. The call changes over to video as a way for one site manager to show a schematic on a wall, compare types of communication services, and determine which service the project managers are using. They're using unified communications. Project managers are using unified communications. These solutions are messaging applications that combine multiple communication channels and technologies into a single platform. These communication channels can include voice, messaging, interactive whiteboards, data sharing, email, and social media. Voice over Internet Protocol is a type of voice communication. While this could have been used for the first portion of the communication, it could not have been used without additional tools to change to video. Video teleconferencing is used for voice and video. Project managers started on a voice-only call, therefore this was not the solution being used. Okay. Web conferencing is used for live meetings. The call started voice only. This would not be applicable for this scenario. So web directory services and file transfer. In which of the following cases can transport layer security be used to provide encrypted communication to services? The web, directory services, and file transfer. Let's see. So file transfer services can use the transport layer security protocol to encrypt communications such as file transfer protocol. Secure TLS tunnel is negotiated before the exchange of any FTP file transfer protocol commands. Directory services can encrypt traffic, for example, using the lightweight directory authentication protocol Secure. Credentials are encrypted when in transit to a directory service like Windows Active Directory. Web services use TLS to encrypt traffic. Between users and a bank website, for example, the latest TLS version 1.3 is approved as of 2018. Network time security is a long-developed solution to securing the network time protocol. TLS is transport layer security is used to provide an authenticated channel in this case. I'm not entirely sure why time synchronization is wrong, but okay. Well, web directory services and file transfer. Consider the principles of web server hardening and determine which actions a system administrator should take when deploying a new server. Secure a guest account. Use the configuration templates provided. Use secure shell for uploading files. Most web servers must allow access to guests. The guest account must be secure so that it cannot be used to modify any data on the server. A secure means of uploading files and configuration changes needs to be used, such as secure shell. Web servers should be deployed using configuration templates where possible. This will assist the administrator with hardening the system. The location of the server should be carefully considered as a way to not expose a private network to attack from the public. This can be achieved by placing a firewall between the web server and the local network. Keep going. Select vulnerabilities that can influence routing. Select all and apply. Consider principles of web server hardening and determine which actions a system administrator should take when deploying a new server. So they should use the configuration templates provided, secure a guest account, and use secure shell for uploading files. Administrator in an Exchange server needs to send digitally signed and encrypted messages. What should the administrator execute? It's not talking about email though, so I'm guessing POP3. Was it S-MIME? Two project managers are on the phone discussing plans for a new site. The call changes over to a video as a way for one site manager to show a schematic on a wall, compare types of communication services, and determine which service the project managers are using. Unified communications. Next question. Management has set up a feed or a subscription service to inform users on regular updates to the network and its various systems and services. Feed is only accessible from the internal network. What else can systems administrators do to limit the service to internal access? I think use SIP endpoints. No? Okay. After setting up a Git repository for a team of developers, the system administrator opted to use Kerberos to allow other users to log on and use the services. How would configuring Kerberos benefit the overall security of the application? I'm going to go with provide secure communication for directory services. Implementing lightweight directory access protocol secure on a web server secures direct queries to which of the following directory services. The network administrator sets up a protocol for management and monitoring. The administrator needs the protocol to support encryption to have a strong user-based authentication. Recommend which protocol to use. SNMPv version 3. Learn. Oh, fingerprinting. I was thinking about fingerprinting, but I was like, nah, doesn't make. I was like, it doesn't make sense. All right, select vulnerabilities that can influence routing. Select all that apply. ARP poisoning, fingerprinting, and route injection. Fingerprinting is when a port scanner uses a tool such as Nmap that can reveal the presence of a router in which dynamic routing and management protocols is running. Route injection means the traffic is misdirected to a monitoring port sniffing sent to a black hole. Non-existent address or continuously looped around the network, causing denial of service. Address resolution protocol poisoning or internet control message protocol redirects the streaking hosts on the subnet into routing through the attacker's machine rather than the legitimate default gateway. This allows the attacker to eavesdrop on communications and perform replay or man-in-the-middle attacks. Most routers can also be configured to block traffic acting as a firewall. So what does this mean? Secure multi-purpose internet mail extensions is a widely accepted method for sending digitally signed and encrypted messages. It allows the sender to encrypt the emails and digitally sign them. Secure Shell is a remote administration file copy program. It supports VPNs by using port forwarding, and that runs on TCP port 22. The session initiation protocol is one of the most widely used session control protocols. The Post Office Protocol version 3 is a mailbox protocol designed to allow mail to be stored on a server and downloaded to the recipient's email client. Oh, yeah, that wasn't what we were asking for. Management has set up a feed or subscription service to inform users on regular updates to the network and its various systems and services. The feed is only accessible from the internet internal network. What else can system administrators do to limit the service to internal access? So provision SSO access. Provisioning single sign-on access on the feed will provide access to logged-in users as soon as the feed is configured on their email application or intranet portal. Configuring really simple syndication feeds is the first step to starting the subscription. Really simple syndication feeds push updated articles or new items to the client or browser. Setting up network time protocol settings is commonly configured to sync up all integrated services. Time that is not synced could stop a service from running. Session initiation protocol is used in voice and video services for efficient session control. Session initiation protocol endpoints are the end user devices like internet protocol enabled handsets. Oh, I gotta get more water, guys. Give me a second. Two project managers are on the phone discussing plans for a new site. The call changes over to video as a way for one site manager to show a schematic on a wall, compare types of communication services, and determine which service the project managers are using. They're using Unified Communications. Submit. Next. Hey, two project managers are on a phone discussing plans for a new site. Call changes over to video as a way for one site manager to show a schematic on a wall, compare types of communication services, and determine which service the project managers are using. I go with secure socket layer. No? Okay, I guess HTTPS then? Okay. Select the vulnerabilities that can influence routing. Route injection, fingerprinting, or poisoning. Look at Mega. Administrator and Exchange server needs to send digitally signed and encrypted messages. What should the administrator execute? The ESMA. I'm gonna go run to the restroom real quick and get some water. I will be back. But while I am away, I will show you guys my channel that I have a merchandise store. Look at that. I'm so proud of it. Look at it go. I like that. 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 All right. I'll be back, guys. Alrighty, Roo, then. To apologize about that. I was really, really hungry. Oh, hello. Also had to do some laundry. Got to, do human things. I am human. By the way, guys, big fan of these Costco protein bars. Pretty good, man. I like the cookie dough ones. Their chocolate brownie ones are good too, but they're just not as good as the cookie dough. There used to be a Metrex cookie dough formula, and I feel like they captured that original formula because I don't know. I've always been a fan of it, and the new Metrex cookie dough is kind of the ingredients are different. And they're just weird. I don't know. It doesn't taste as good to me. I'm just going through and showing you guys all these links that I have for stuff. Yes, I have created it. Inception. Again, not sponsored by Costco. I really like this. This is good. Chocolate chip cookie dough protein bar. Kurt Glynn signature. Let's see. So one bar is 60 grams. It's got 190 calories, 7 grams of fat. What's the sugar content? Total sugar is 2 grams. Protein's 21. So for me, like, I get kind of headaches, migraines from having a lack of protein. And I find like my brain just starts like, I want to lash out at something or beat something up. And when I have these bars, kind of just chills me back down, makes me think better. Not like, oh, instead of like, oh, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. You know. And it's a nice little snack for me, because I'm a giant, of course. kind of ties me over till lunch. Yeah, I was getting kind of peckish. Whoa. All right. So, yeah, if you guys ever need field service engineer jobs, it seems like I find a lot of headhunters. So I keep telling them I'm transitioning to cybersecurity, and it's like, okay, do you want to do a field service engineer job? No. I have such a well-established field service engineer LinkedIn account, but I'm like, I put in the title transitioning to cybersecurity, IT, and it's just like, oh, but we have this field service engineer job for you. It's like, guys, did you not read my LinkedIn profile? I don't know. I feel like it's a little disingenuous and just kind of like, oh, looking for a body to fill a spot. I guess that's business for you. All right, so we're looking at the question, protocol. A system administrator completes a file transfer secured by encrypting the authentication and data between the client and server over TCP port 22. Evaluate the file transfer protocols and determine which protocol the administrator used. File transfer protocol. No? Is it TFTP? Oh, man. Management has set up a feed or subscription service to inform users on regular updates to the network and its various systems and services. The feed is only accessible from the internal network. What else can system administrators do to limit the service to internal access? So they can provision a single sign-on access. For that, I remembered something. In which of the following cases can transport layer security be used to provide encrypted communications of services? Select or apply. Directory services, file transfer, and the web. Next question. See, I learned from my mistakes, guys, sometimes. When implementing voice and video teleconferencing solutions, which protocol provides confidentiality for the actual call data? Let's say it's SIPs. No. All right, two project managers are on the phone discussing plans for a new site. The call changes over to a video as a way for one site manager to show a schematic on a wall. Compare types of communication services and determine which project the server managers are using. They're using HTTPS. Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure is used to encrypt transmission control protocol connections. Websites for banking, email, or shopping should use Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure to encrypt data for protection of the data being submitted. Okay. Hypertext Transfer Protocol, the bad one, enables clients, typically web browsers, to request resources from a server. Payload is used to serve HTML web pages, which are plain text files with coded tags. And the reason why it's bad is because plain text files, it's not encrypted. There's no encryption. So if you're on a site, you should verify that it is HTTPS. 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 Look at all that. All HTTPS. I wonder why. It must be because they're encrypted or something. Okay. Secure socket layer, transport layer security work as a layer between the application and transport layers of the TCP IP stack. It is usually used to encrypt TCP connections in the HTTP application. Uniform resource locator is how the HTTP, the hypertext transfer protocol server, submits a request for a resource using an appropriate TCP transmission control protocol. Port default is 80. So it's SFTP. A system administrator completes a file transfer secured by encrypting the authentication and data between the client and server over transfer control protocol port 22. Evaluate the file transfer protocols and determine which protocol the administrator used. So on port 22, SFTP. Secure shell file transfer protocol addresses the privacy and integrity issues of file transfer protocol by encrypting the authentication and data transfer between a client and a server. A secure link is created using secure shell over transmission control protocol port 22. Explicit transport layer security FTPES uses the auth transfer layer security command to upgrade an unsecured connection established over port 21 to a secure one. This protects authentication credentials. Implicit transport layer security FTPS negotiates a single socket layer transport layer security tunnel before the exchange of any FTP commands, file transfer protocol commands. This mode uses the secure port 990 for the control connection. Trivial file transfer protocol is a connectionless protocol that uses user diagram protocol 69 and also provides file transfer services. I feel so dehydrated. Drink all this water. I just feel like none of it absorbs into my body. All right, when implementing video conferencing, voice video teleconferencing solutions, which protocol provides confidentiality for the actual call data? SRTP. Secure real-time transport protocol encrypts actual real-time data like voice and video, provides confidentiality for the actual call data. Session initiation protocol provides session management features like SIP endpoints, session initiation protocol endpoints, and/or gateways. Session initiation protocol secure provides a secure tunnel using transport layer security to authenticate the endpoints and establish a secure exchange of session information. I don't know why that would be different from that, but I guess it's encrypting real-time data. That's the big old difference. Quality of service provides information about the connection to a quality of service system, which in turn ensures that voice or video communications are free from problems such as drop packets, delay, or jitter. Okay. Keep going. Oh, man. A system administrator completes a file transfer secured by encrypting the authentication and data between the client and server over TCP port 22. Evaluate the file transfer protocols and determine which protocol the administrator used. SFTP. Yes. A system administrator completes a file transfer by negotiating a tunnel before the exchange of any commands. Evaluate the file transfer protocols to conclude which protocol the admin used. Bummer. A transport layer security virtual private network requires a remote access server listening on port 443 to encrypt traffic with a client machine and internet protocol security. VPN can deliver traffic in two modes. One mode encrypts only the payload of the IP packet. The other mode encrypts the whole IP packet, header, and payload. These two modes describe which of the following. Select will apply. Transport and tunnel. Look at that. Network engineer is securing communications between two applications on a private network. The applications will communicate using internet protocol security. Recommend the settings that will provide IP headers integrity and encrypted data payload. Select all apply. Let's tell them ESP protocol. Nope. Selected vulnerabilities that can influence routing, route injection, ARP poisoning, and fingerprinting. I am sure. Next question. Administrator needs to complete a secure file transfer between Unix systems. Compare the methods for obtaining secure remote access. Determine which method the administrator will most likely use. Secure shell. Because it's Linux, right? Unix systems. Yeah. Unix is always secure shell for that kind of stuff. That's why I went with that. Management inquired about ways to secure the domain name servers, and admin suggests using DNSSEC or domain name server security extensions to help mitigate against spoofing and poison attacks. Which port is ideal for DNSSEC traffic? Oh, that is, I want to say it's 88. You were sure and incorrect. An authoritative server for a zone creates a resource record set signed with a zone signing key, analyze domain name system traits and functions, and conclude what the scenario demonstrates. Okay, so creates a resource record set. I need to go check on what's going on, just to make sure everything's okay. I will be back. I am so sorry about that, guys. It turns out everything's okay. The scream I heard was my wife just got a job at Podium, and so she was super excited. All right, it's about lunchtime. I'm sorry. I know it was kind of left you guys hanging, but I just heard the scream and I was like, I need to go figure out what's going on. And she's fine. Everything's good. I was just like I gotta go moment. Oh, like I was like imagining like the worst possible thing happened or something, and so I was just like, I need to go check on her, make sure she's okay. Like, did she like, oh man, just like cut herself, or like, do I need to take her to emergency? But anyways, yeah. So Podium is a privately held technology company headquartered in Lehi, Utah, that develops cloud-based software to help businesses modernize customer interactions, such as messaging, customer feedback, and improve their online experience. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys know about Jiffy Lube, how they send out text messages to you about, hey, your car's ready or whatever. That's kind of the gist of what Podium does. So, yeah. They're supposedly sponsored by Google last time I checked as well. So yeah, my wife is super excited. As we could tell from that scream earlier, I thought it was something like a bad scream, but I was wrong. Anyways, I will have to go, guys. I'm gonna go get some lunch real quick, eat some food. Again, if you want to support the channel, I've shown you all the options that we have. We've got a donation page here. We've got different YouTube channels that you can like and subscribe to. The Red Jolly Red Giant store. If you guys want some merch to support me as well, that'd be awesome. I'm actually thinking about getting. I like the red shirt, the red sleeve shirt. That's kind of my gig. Kind of like that. I'll get that later. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys the way in which you can support this channel to keep it going. And I'm hoping that this stuff will help you. If you have any issues, like you want to see an old video of us going through and learning some of this stuff, I've got it right here on my YouTube channel, and you can just go back and you can reference it. We obviously this is a class kind of designed to help me study for the exam, because I want to feel the webcam on me as I'm taking the exams and studying, and get good study habits for this exam. I need to pass it. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. I got to pass all three of these certs. Well, I guess two certs. Security Plus and Certified Ethical Hacker are like the ones you need. And then the Certified Network Defender is like the cherry on top, as my professor would always say. So, yeah, super important for me. I'm appreciating you guys watching this as well. Hopefully you guys will learn something that you can actually apply. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I am going to head out for now. So see ya.